Hello, 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 everybody. Welcome. You made it to my class, The Fifth Element, Ancient Teachings Meet Modern Movements. And hey, even if I'm not with you in the room right now, I'm going to send you all my inspiration, my ideas, my passion about this topic. Because yes, I live and work as an educator, as a dancer and an artist. And yes, I'm a mystic too, trying to dig deep into the text, the ancient text and the ancient wisdom and knowledge of the cultures. And on my path during the last years, I got especially a lot of gifts from Western astrology, Western mysticism called Mystical Qabalah, and Taoism, traditional Chinese medicine, the Tao Te Ching and the I Ching. And I love to merge, to put both together, to make them merge, and to compare the wisdom, to compare the language, to compare the symbolism, and to see what resonates with my body. Because my body is the actual library. As soon as I close my eyes and I'm focusing on my breath, I can go visit that library, and that library will tell me how truth feels like, what my cells carry within, and what knowledge is now unlocked for me in this very moment. We're making the experience that if we move, the outside world is moved too. This is a butterfly effect first, but also if you move in grace, the outside world will see you. If you move in a super booster position with your chest out, you're gonna be seen. If you're spinning inside, then it's probably gonna be hard to find focus in this outside chaos. So your outside world is actually a mirror of how you feel within, and your physical condition is a mirror of how you actually navigate your sensation. Where is your power? Are you more yin or yang based? You can try out in a tree position in yoga, for example. If you practice flexibility on the floor, on the depth, on the ground, being flexible, even if in times, that was the outside world, even if in times when you actually feel down, you feel deep, you feel very sensitive, especially, coping with deep emotions or heavy emotions. Well, if you practice this flexibility, how to find a way out, how to find ways around it, how to move through it easily with your body, then it's gonna be easier to find ways in your practical life. So, and that's why, again, I welcome you to this class from my heart, because it's important, very important, mostly important for me to share this knowledge, the insights that I have made throughout the last years with you, with the help of Western astrology and Western tarot. In this case, this is a card from the Thoth deck, oppression, reminding us of situations like 2021, when the outside world is actually calling us out to show more responsibility, sovereignty, to stand up for our needs and our freedom, our inner freedom, to practice inner freedom, to practice peace, purity, and freedom. And let that settle, actually. Peace, purity, and freedom. And to align the inner world with the outside world. To raise the inner strength over the outside weakness that is shown to us here and there with restriction and separation. Well, and one of my favorites, as I told you, is the I Ching, which shows us a lot, which combines traditional Chinese medicine, philosophical insights about one specific organ that I would like to introduce to you. It is 5 times yang in the hexagram and 1 time yin. So it is strength, it is force, it is energy. It is, in Western mysticism, we're calling it Sephiroth on the Tree of Life. It is Chokmah, pure force 5 times and only 1 yin. So this Kua is Kua number 43. It's the overthrow of the dark force, and in traditional Chinese medicine it's the organ stomach. Look how it looks like, how beautiful. This is what we're going to do later on. We're gonna move, we're gonna dance or move our hips, right? This is what it's doing. It's actually moving a hula hoop. Man, guys, this is so aligned, right? How everything fits together. Microcosm is macrocosm. And the stomach, as I said in the introduction video, is pure force. It is hot. It's the hot kitchen. Mama wants to cook, right? It's the puberty. Shamanism, shouting out for what we want. This is what it's the time for it. It's the time for it. And I would like to read you something out of the I Ching that I found, and it fits so perfectly in our class, and it fits so perfectly in these times. The situation is dangerous, and you must take great care in dealing with this force, whatever or whoever it is. This ultimate outcome is not in doubt because the 5 lower lines, yang, are far too strong to be stopped by the 1 weak, broken line at the top, yin. However, the overthrow must be accomplished in the right way, because if you resort to evil methods, you will become an ally and an instrument of evil, and the overthrow will become that much more difficult. It is the universal law that evil or dishonest tactics will always rebound against you. If you continue to follow the path of utmost integrity, you will not give the dark force any weapons to use against you. Integrity is the key word here, guys. And my experience is, if I'm integer with my body, I can show integrity in the outside world. But so then, how to transform these chaotic threats in the outside world with my body? Well, you can choose visualization, imagination, yesodic fields of the astral. So everything that is built in the astral wants to come to earth, like a soul that wants to be born, right? This is the Empress card. We could also use neuroscientific models and methods to get to know our brain, how our brain works, and how the subconscious actually works. We could talk to our subconscious through dream work, more the esoteric side of, the esoteric perspective, or we could use psychological perspectives. And what we're going to do in this class is we're serving both. And I showed in the introduction video, I showed you the re-stepping method that has been developed by Daniel Pash, who is a child and youth coach. He's actually my trainer. I'm a child and youth coach too. And he has developed that re-stepping method that comes from EMDR. It's a bilateral stimulation of hemispheres, which simulates the REM phase in sleep, and which actually processes difficulties and even traumas that are set in your system and that actually want to come out. And even with children in our coachings, what we do is we let them jump on a trampoline to avoid depression. Because what happens if you're jumping on a trampoline? Stuck emotions, they have to move. They are moved and they have to move and they get out. Try to jump on a trampoline for an hour and something's going to change in your body. All right, enough of the talks. We're going to walk the talk now. We're going to dance it. And I'm going to see you in the exercises in a minute. But you need to be prepare with comfortable outfit and your notebook, your diary, because you're going to have so many downloads. Your spirit's going to be so alive. It's going to be ridiculous. Okay? I'm seeing you in a minute. All right, one of our first exercises is a yesodic one. Yesod is the sphere of the astral in the Kabbalah, in the mystical Kabbalah. It's all about dreaming, it's all about fantasizing, it's about symbolism, it's about entities, having them in mind, having them in front of our eyes, visualizing. and then bringing them down to the physical, like a baby that wants to be born, like a soul that wants to come to earth. So this is visualization, right? We're gonna visualize strategies in our lives. How am I going to achieve something, a goal? And in this case, about this class, it's all about visualizing how do I want to get out of this class. See yourself smiling. See yourself energized. See yourself standing in the super booster, feeling in the super booster. Feel your heart. See yourself being powerful and coming out of this class with motivation, with encouragement to achieve the next goal, to achieve something, to create, to dream again. Okay, take a moment now to dream, to step into the exotic field on the tree of life in the Mystical Qabalah. It's the number 9. It's purple. And imagine yourself sweaty, going out of this class with a specific intention, perhaps. I won't give it for you. I won't give it to you. You're gonna create it on your own. Your very personalized one, just for yourself. Go. Alright guys, it's time to start the class. But before we start, the first exercise we do is to send each other lots of energy and lots of personal, like a gift of our personal characters. So usually we would stand together in the field, together in a room, perhaps maybe in a hall, to do this class together, to learn these exercises. But right now we are connected online, so we have to use our imagination even more now. And I want you to think about what are you bringing into this class today to make it fantastic, to make yourself feeling fantastic, and to send the best vibes to all of us. So I'm gonna bring inspiration, and I want you to give a clap too, to send it all to all of us. Every one of us has experienced that. Frustration, disappointment, criticism, anger. And what our body does is we're closing our hearts off, and our shoulders are locking the heart in, and we are maybe even having tensions in our back, so our back wants to relax in the front. So what does it create? If I stand like that, my knees inwards, my shoulders like that, maybe I'm even closing my hands in front of me, everyone sees. I'm not really looking very happy, energizing, or inspiring, right? So I want you now, in that first exercise, to create the right body position, the right physical position, because you're gonna need this one in each exercise of this class. And I want you to take that exercise into your life. You're gonna need it every day. So we're gonna create the super booster. Stand like this. Lift your arms in a position of, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna reach the top of the hill, right? What happens to your heart? Your heart is spreading out. What happens to your feet? Your feet are changing the position from here outwards. Okay, now I want you to try to be very sad. Okay? Try to be very sad. Sad. Try it. It's almost impossible to be sad in this position. Breathe in, breathe out, and just check in how you feel in this. And even if you let the arms sink, your chest stays here. Let the chest expand. Let the shoulders relax. The shoulder blades fall down, fall in the back towards each other. I'm here, I am now, I am strong and I'm holding it. I am there, I am present and you can see me. And this is the position that you are facing, you are holding in each exercise that we are doing together. Okay? No matter what we do, if we do walking through the room, if we do isolation with our body parts, it doesn't matter, this is your position. And I want you to start your exercise only when you're right there ready in your position. This is the super booster. So I just have to say super booster and boom, here you are. Focused, present, self-confident, happy. Alright? I'm smiling, guys. This is so much fun. Alright, then we're gonna start or move up to move our body now, right? And we're gonna start with an intuitive stretching. What is that? I think it's self-explaining. You're gonna stretch intuitively. The music is on. You can either choose your own music or you flow with the video, and then just see what the body needs. First of all, how do you stand? Exactly, in the super booster. Stand in the super booster, close your eyes, and then just let the journey begin. That means feel into your body and see what does your body need right now. Some of you might have a tense neck, tense shoulders. Some of you might have a little bit of a heavy solar plexus or even pain in their feet. I don't know. Heavy head, heavy bum. It doesn't even matter, okay? Just see what you need and stretch intuitively, but always remain in the movement. You should choose one pace and you stay in that pace. So I'm gonna show it in the video. You don't have to copy me, do your own, but stay in the same pace. Start with a super booster, and then remain your eyes closed if that helps. Just stretch whatever needs to be stretched, and always remember you have many levels. You have the stand-up level. You can even go down, you can sit, you can lay down, you can take the whole floor. Love the floor, okay? Love it, because the floor is our friend. I had to learn that for years. The floor is our friend, and it makes us so creative to be down sometimes. Right, let's start. And I'm gonna do a little add-on. After the intuitive stretching, we go on walking, just walking through the room. You can watch the video to see how it works together, or you just flow with me. We're gonna do the intuitive stretching, and then we're gonna start walking. As soon as you're ready, as soon as you're in the super booster, you walk through the room. And we have 3 different speeds. There's speed 0. Actually, it's 4. Speed 0, we stand still and feel into our bodies. As soon as we stand still, it's always the rule. We feel into our bodies, okay? What do you feel? What kind of tingles and sensations? What kind of feelings are arising? How is the energy flowing, the chi flowing through you? And then there's level 2. Level 2 of the movement of the speed is walking slowly. It's in slow motion. You're gonna move in slow motion like Neo, alright? Then the second one would be walk normal. The way you would walk through town getting your stuff done. Pace 3 would be walk fast. So this funny little exercise that we're doing at the moment is called room walk, and it's coming from theater. But in this case, as you can see, it's not really a room walk that I'm doing, it's much more of a space walk, perhaps, or a forest walk, or a nature walk. It doesn't actually really matter because we're just doing it anyway. And we're doing a few more rounds. This time, surprise yourself on the 7-8. You walk straight in a super booster position. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right? Surprise yourself. Fall down. Fly up high. I don't know. Surprise yourself on the 7-8. And then you've got 1-8. Count 1-8 in which you are free flowing. I don't call it dance, just move your body. But don't walk. You can walk, but also move your body. Okay? I'm gonna show it to you. Round nature walk. It's like that. Walk. And with every change of your thought, you're gonna change the direction. You walk straight and focused, super booster. You know what you want, you know where to head to. And then another thought is coming, change. Another thought is coming, change. Another thought, change. Another change. Okay? With every thought, every little thought, you change your position, and you're still free to change the pace from 0, standing, 1, slow motion, 2, walking normally, and 3, walking fast. And now we're not only changing the direction with our thought, no, we're changing the direction with our decisions. We walk straight, super booster position, we walk straight, we know where to head to, we know what we want, and then we make decisions. Make many decisions, guys. Straight decisions, clear decisions. And with every decision, change direction. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, let's go.
He said to me, 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 he said to me.
So you got to know your surrounding in a new way, I hope. Now bond. If we would be in a group, if we would be a few people, we would do that with each other. But now, as you might be alone, then do it with things, okay? Walk through the room, through the space around you, and then connect to things. Connect to, I don't know, it might be a college block, it might be a kitchen table, it might be a pencil case, it doesn't matter. Connect to the thing, define what it is, what kind of association do you have with this, and then let it go again. If you're with someone and you're doing this class together, then connect to each other. Walk, meet, connect, look into each other's eyes, and then disconnect and go. And as soon as you go, you disconnect. As soon as you go, you come back to yourself. That's the important thing here. Okay, do that with your pencil case or do that with a person. It's important that you are really connecting to the thing or the human. Eye contact would be super wishful, and then disconnect and go. And you can do that even with a mirror with yourself, yeah? So walk, stay with yourself, stay connected in the super booster, knowing what you want, knowing where to head to, and then look into the mirror. Look yourself in the eyes. Boom. Go further. Go ahead. Go. next exercise is one of my favorite exercises from my course profile, Hip Hop Heal. And it is about one of your body parts that you have moved just in the recent exercise. So you're choosing one of your body parts. It might be just one single shoulder, it might just be one finger, it might be your nose, it might just be your head, your whole chest, and choose a body part that has caused issues in the past or in the present. Sometimes it needs a bit more attention, sometimes it hurts and makes, it causes tension, and it needs a bit more love. So let it guide the way. In this exercise, this body part will choose the direction, it will choose the way, and the whole body will follow it, right?
What are you here for?
Today's next exercise, it's about freedom. And sometimes we're free even though we don't know, even though we feel restricted. So we're still free. And this is an exercise I called accidental freedom, because sometimes you're forced to be free, to get out, to get a way out, or to get a way in when it's cold outside and you want a safe place. So we start here in this position, on the tips of your toes, and check in how stable are you, and be honest with yourself. Don't hold yourself with one hand or a second one. Just stay there and test yourself. How stable are you here? How much can you move without falling? So the questions you need to answer is, what can I do in the position that I am in, and what can I do without hurting myself? So it doesn't matter if you're here or here, you're always gonna find a way out or a way in. Look for holes, patterns. You're gonna find a way. I'm gonna show it to you. I'm gonna look for my ways too. I'm gonna find them for sure. Let's go finding ways. getting ecstatic now. When has been the last time that you have lost yourself and lost yourself in an ecstasis, an ecstasy of yourself, losing your mind and losing your heart to something really meaningful of the moment? This is what we're gonna do now. It's called ecstatic dance, but we're gonna use our isolated body parts to lead our dance. So about ecstasis, ex means apart and stasis means standing. We're not really standing with us, or do we actually stand with us, in us for the first time, in the moment again? Ecstasis. This is what we're gonna reach with dance when we close our eyes and let the music flow through us. And why not doing that in school with kids in the morning? Why not releasing all the energies that have served but that don't serve anymore, releasing these on a dance floor in a school class? Why not doing that every morning after standing up, after waking up? So even the Greek god Dionysus has done that, leading his groups and his tribe into ecstasis, into dance, loving the wine and the good food, and loving the joy of life, and getting up late and staying up late, and loving the good music as much as we do. Let's get ecstatic. Right, everyone, this is ecstatic dance, and we're guiding our ecstatic dance with one of our body parts, which is called isolation. We just warm them up. We warmed up the head first, the shoulders, the chest, the hips and the knees. And now we're going to use our joints. Choose one that guides your ecstatic dance. Okay, it sets the beginning. Have so much fun. Do you remember what you've done right before that class? How has your day looked like? And what about your last week? What about the past months? Have there been any specific changes you went through, because we're not like, because what we have experienced is a very unique story, and we usually know about the threads that have come together to make us who we are right now. It's not like in a dream where you are just put in the situation. It's more like everything unfolds, and your very unique story can't be polarized. It can't be systemized. It's just you. You are unique with your story that you bring, and whatever opinions and attitudes you bring today, yesterday it might have looked different, right? We evolve as human beings, and as much as I have been a political activist in my past, which I would say I am not anymore, I was so into conflicts in the Middle East, whereas now I'm doing very different things. But still, I'm Deborah. I'm a very unique person coming here with my story to share. And that's what you all bring too. And I want to encourage you to show up with your story, with your body. That comes from biographic dance, and I'm using a concept which comes from Olivia Maciejowski. It's about dancing your story with your hand. So we're starting with a simple exercise that you can expand anytime in your free time. This exercise is all about today. Imagine how you woke up this morning. What was your first thought? What was your first feeling? Was it easy to get out of bed? And then what was your first walk to? What did you do? What was encouraging you? What was energizing you? But also what held you back? Where did you feel that there might have been maybe energies that are pulled away from you? Get them back. Show everything with your hands and your arms, and your body is free to move, but your hands and your arms, they guide your way. Now it's time to write a love letter. It's time to dance a love letter. And that love letter, that goes to yourself. It goes to your organs, your spirit, your whole body, your process that you have made, your changes, your love. It doesn't matter. To your open heart, it doesn't matter. And you are ready to explore that right now. You've got tools with which you can dance your own homage to yourself. So remember, you've got your whole body. You can use it in an ecstatic way. Close your eyes and relax into the music. You can use the body as your partner and be held on this. Earth will carry you, and it doesn't matter if you fall. Just always ask yourself, what can I do and how can I do it without hurting myself? You could use only your shoulder, only your finger, only your hand. Use your joints to separate the body parts in your system, and then be creative, because sometimes restriction is actually making us so creative. If you have all doors open, it's sometimes really hard to decide. But if you don't have much choice, then you can be free and big and expansive in that field. So use all these exercises to write your own love letter to yourself. I'm not gonna dance this right now because this is really your moment and you don't need my model for that. Take your own music, choose your own music, and choose what you want to say thank you to. It could be your skin. It could be your mind finally letting go. It could be your open heart, loving everything around you, even though it's sometimes really hard to navigate through, difficulties. And give yourself a proper hug in that dance and feel how your energy expands. Build a field around you. Build that field with every inhale, feeling that everything that you want to honor right now is expanding. The goodness of that expands, pulsating with every inhale. And with every exhale, you gonna expand it even more. It's almost explosive. Pulsating, explosion. Inhaling, exhaling. And build that field of protection, of love, of energy, of wisdom, of your own body library, your physical intelligence, your heart's desires, your heart's projects and missions, and expand that protection field around you. And if there's someone that you haven't seen for a while, someone that you would love to be close to, but someone who's perhaps too far away to reach, then expand that field until it reaches that person. You are big enough to expand your aura, your shield, this way, with all the intentions given into it. And then imagine this field is building up like a mirror. It's a mirror, and when you open your eyes, you see yourself in that field. And it might be so big now. And wherever you look around, you see yourself. Dive into that field, swimming and flying through it, swimming and diving through your own beautiful energies. See the mirror of the beauty from the outside. Feel what is giving in the inside. Expand with every inhale, pulsating, and every exhale, exploding. Expand this field. All the heart dancers out there, you made it. Thank you for visiting this class. And we're gonna close this exercise, this practice, with a very special exercise, which is all about honoring you and your efforts. You should do it every night before going to sleep. What am I proud of? How did I inspire myself today? And I can make the start. I inspired myself by sharing my inspirations, sharing my passion on video, even though I would have loved to see you all in the group, to share the experience with you. But I'm so inspired by myself to get back into my body. Lots of love. Visit me on pocketpotentials.com. I am happy to share more dance with you, and until then, lots of love, Deborah.